Well, welcome everybody. My name's Scott Burt, as many of you know, and I know almost all of you. And I'm the president of the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame and the Police Gazette, and I'm honored to be part of Belfast. I graduated from Belfast many, many years ago, and always said I would do something to try to help Belfast out. First thing to do was to get to know all of you people, Spike and the Curcios and Josh, and that helped me get to where we are today. Many people don't realize it, but in the 1880s, Belfast had the #1 athlete in the world, William Muldoon, the undefeated Greco-Roman wrestler. He was the first, then he turned to become a trainer, and he was the first person that ever decided that the way you trained made a difference. He taught the physicality of it, not just drinking beer and raising a dumbbell, but using the medicine ball, using the shot put, the swing clubs that we incorrectly call the Indian clubs. And when we go through and do a tour, I'll give you more information on that. But he saw his opening when the great John L. Sullivan had won in 1882 the Police Gazette belt, then was stripped of it because he wouldn't defend it, and then he became an alcoholic, 260 pounds. And there's a long story to that with a lot of legends that I will give to you later on. But Muldoon went to Sullivan and said, "Let me bring you to my little bitty town in Belfast." That was 136 years ago. And the town was very docile, hardly anyone on the streets, probably got more here than we were then. But overnight, the reporters heard that Sullivan was coming to train with Muldoon in Muldoon's barns. And the reporters flocked. And people were renting out their porches for reporters so that they could make their reports, make their stories, hit the telegraph, and send it on. We've been waiting for years to be able to get a historical marker. Thanks to the Historical Society, especially to Josh, the vice president, and a councilman, and to Ceci Curcio for their hard effort. Let's give them a round of applause for helping us out. Neither of them are new to this, though. They put their first marker up at the Canal Warehouse, just about a mile down the road on the left-hand side. And we're so pleased with this. I've talked enough. Folks, Josh, here's Josh Cole, who was the catalyst behind it.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. For those who don't already know me, my name is Joshua Cole. I serve as town councilman here in Belfast, New York, and I'm also the vice president, as Scott has said, of the Historical Society. Like many of us in town, I wear a lot of hats. One of those hats led me to here today. Last year, I was given the task of applying for a historical roadside marker grant from the William G. Pomeroy Foundation. My first thought was, oh my goodness, how am I going to write a 500-page essay on the historical value of the Canal Warehouse? But once I dug into the criteria and read through the process, I realized it wasn't nearly as overwhelming as I made it out to be. I want to take this moment to thank the town of Belfast for trusting me with this piece of history. Thank you to our supervisor, Andrew Chamberlain, for giving me this responsibility. Thank you to the Historical Society for providing the resources and support needed to pursue these markers. A very special thank you to my partner in this effort, Ceci Curcio. Without her guidance, I wouldn't have known where to start or how to capture the right words for these signs. I also want to thank the William G. Pomeroy Foundation not only for their generosity in funding these markers, but also in their guidance throughout the application process. Their support makes it possible for small communities like ours to highlight the stories that matter. And of course, thank you to Scott Burt, the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame, and Police Gazette for their part in helping us pursue a marker that celebrates this unique piece of heritage.
Now you have a letter you're going to read also?
Yes.
Before he reads the letter, just to finish up on what I was saying, Sullivan came 260 pounds and 6 months earlier had walked on crutches. Under the guidance of Muldoon, in these barns, he went down to 190 pounds. Muldoon put another 20 pounds of muscle back on him, and he went on to fight. He got on the train and fought in Richburg, Mississippi, and won $20,000 in 1889 money in the coveted Police Gazette belt, diamond belt. And it sits over there for you to take a look at and to take pictures of. So it's been locked up for many, many years. We unlocked it. There's all of his equipment, and a lot of it came back to us. And now the letter.
Well, in the end, this is more than just a sign. It's a way to spark curiosity for both the young and the old about our history of our town. A town with no traffic lights and, yes, more cows than people, but also a history that has shaped sports, community, and culture. The Muldoon Training Barns have long been a cornerstone of that history. And it is my great pleasure to help unveil the beautiful roadside marker today. And this is not the end of the markers. Our work continues. My next project is to focus on the Revolutionary War research as we prepare to honor our local heroes with America's 250th anniversary just around the corner next year. It's the perfect time to reflect on our roots and preserve history that connects us. Thank you all for being here, and let's celebrate this moment in Belfast history.
All right.
And for the Pomeroy Foundation, they have given me a letter to read to everyone here. On behalf of the William G. Pomeroy Foundation, congratulations on this milestone occasion as you dedicate your new historical marker commemorating the legacies of William Muldoon and John L. Sullivan, where they trained during the late 1800s. At the Pomeroy Foundation, a core part of our mission is to help communities celebrate their local history by providing fully funded grants for the historical markers established in 2005 by entrepreneur and philanthropist Bill Pomeroy. The foundation is the nation's leading funder of historical markers, having awarded more than 2,900 grants across 49 states and Washington, D.C. Every Pomeroy marker we fund tells a story, honors a legacy, and strengthens the fabric of a community. What truly sets our markers apart is our unwavering commitment to historical accuracy, our gold standard. Bill Pomeroy made funding historical markers a priority when he established the Pomeroy Foundation. Bill learned that New York State had stopped funding its marker program decades ago, which left it up to the communities to raise funds on their own. This was the beginning of the Foundation's first marker grant program, which was created to fill that gap. It later became the springboard for an additional marker programs across diverse themes, including the National Register of Historic Transportation grant programs. We welcome the community, our opportunity to partner with you on the Pomeroy markers to celebrate and commemorate your local history. We extend our gratitude to the town of Belfast and everyone who helped make this dedication possible. We are proud to celebrate this milestone, and with you and your confidence, this marker will honor the history of the training barns for generations to come. Thank you. Congratulations from all of us at the William G. Pomeroy Foundations. With gratitude and best wishes, Bill Bauer, Executive Director, William G. Pomeroy Foundation.
Yes. We'd like to invite Ceci and to come on up and help unveil. And we also have in our midst a Hall of Fame inductee, #1 bare knuckle boxing referee in the world, Wayne Spinola. Wayne, will you come up and give a hand too, please?
Now I wish I would have dressed different.
Look good, Wayne.
You stand over there, now stand over. There you go. There you go. Just flip on the side.
Yep, we got close. And are you ready, Ceci?
There you go.
Ready?